Chihiro Ogino or Sen moves to a new neighborhood and inadvertently enters the world of kami, spirits of Japanese Shinto folklore. After her parents are turned into pigs by the witch Yubaba, Chihiro takes a job working in Yubaba's bathhouse to find a way to free herself and her parents and return to the human world. Spirited Away is a 2001 Japanese animated fantasy film written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki. It was animated by Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away became the first hand-drawn, non-English language animated film to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature at the 75th Academy Awards. The film is regarded as one of the greatest films of all time and has been included in various best of lists, including ranking 4th on BBC's 100 Greatest Films of the 21st Century. 10-year-old Chihiro and her parents Akio and Yūko travel to their new home. Akio, taking a shortcut, stops in front of a tunnel leading to what appears to be a deserted theme park, which Yūko insists on exploring against Chihiro's wish. Chihiro's archetypal entrance into another world changes her status as one somewhere between child and adult. Upon finding a seemingly empty restaurant still stocked with food, Chihiro's parents immediately begin to eat. While exploring further, Chihiro finds an enormous bathhouse, sees a train pass beneath the bridge, and meets a boy named Haku, who wants her to return across the riverbed before sunset. However, spirits begin to appear, and Chihiro discovers her parents have been transformed into pigs, and she cannot cross the now flooded river. Early scenes highlight economic concerns and consumerism. The film's visual underscore the commercialization of Japanese culture. The failed theme park serves as a metaphor for the unsuccessful fusion of ideologies. The Meiji design of the park is the setting for Chihiro's parents' metamorphosis. The family arrives in an imported Audi car and the father wears a European-styled polo shirt, reassuring Chihiro that he has credit cards and cash, before morphing into literal consumerist pigs because of their greed. The score for the film was composed and conducted by Miyazaki's frequent collaborator Joe Hisaishi and performed by the New Japan Philharmonic. Haku finds Chihiro and instructs her to ask for a job from the bathhouse boilerman Kamaji. He instead asked a worker named Lin to bring Chihiro to Yubaba, the witch who runs the bathhouse and cursed her parents and is Haku's master. As Chihiro signs the contract, Yubaba renaming her as Sen, she soon forgets her real name, and Haku later explains that Yubaba controls people by taking their names. If she completely forgets hers, like he once did, she will never be able to leave the spirit world. About spirit world, Miyazaki says, "In my grandparents' time, it was believed that kami exists everywhere. In trees, rivers, insects, whales, anything. My generation does not believe this, but I like the idea that we should all treasure everything because spirits might exist there. And we should treasure everything because there is a kind of life to everything." The other workers, except Kamaji and Lin, frequently mock Sen. While working, she invites a silent creature named No Face inside, believing him to be a customer. The spirit of polluted river arrives as Sen's first customer. This alludes to a human pollution of the environment and how people can carelessly toss away things without thinking of the consequences and of where the trash will go. Meanwhile, No Face demands food from the bathhouse workers, granting gold copied from the river spirit in exchange. However, when Sen declines the gold and leaves, he angrily swallows some workers. The bathhouse of the spirits cannot be seen as a place free of ambiguity and darkness. Many of the employees are rude to Chihiro because she is human, and corruption is ever present. It is a place of excess and greed, as depicted in the initial appearance of No Face. In stark contrast to the simplicity of Chihiro's journey and transformation is the constantly chaotic carnival in the background. Also, film comments on toxic work culture, inhuman treatment for workers, and class hierarchy. In one interview, Miyazaki said, "I created a heroine who is an ordinary girl, someone with whom the audience can sympathize. It's not a story in which the characters grow up, but a story in which they draw on something already inside them, brought out by the particular circumstances. I want my young friends to live like that, and I think they too have such a wish." Sen meets with Zeniba, who makes her a magic hairband and reveals the Yubaba used the slug to control Haku. Using his dragon form, Haku flies Sen and Bo back. Mid-flight, Sen recalls falling into the Kohaku River years earlier and being washed safely ashore, correctly guessing Haku's real identity as the spirit of the Kohaku River. This can be compared to deforestation and destruction of natural habitats. Humans demolishes animals' home to satisfy their want for more space, but do not think about how it can affect other living things. According to Time, Spirited Away arrived at a time when animation was widely perceived as a genre solely for children, and when cultural differences often became barriers to the global distribution of animated works. But it shattered preconceived notions about the art form and also proved that, as a film created in Japanese with elements of Japanese folklore central to its core, it could resonate deeply with audiences around the world. Spirited Away is a gleaming, ravishing, and gorgeously drawn fairy tale that will leave viewers a little more curious and fascinated by the world around them. How extraordinarily pleasurable it is to watch. This film is available on Netflix. Enjoy the film. If you enjoyed the video, then please like and share this video, do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon.